me among those who are taking this virus outbreak seriously. My family and I have been in our bunker for the last 2 weeks, and we're going to stay there until the all clear is given. However, that doesn't mean that I don't think the media is hyping and trying to make political gains off this crisis. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of deception on Twitter with people showing pictures from movies and presenting them as if they came from hospitals in America. Yes, really. But what I didn't expect was to see so-called professional news outlets using pictures from Italy and presenting them as if they came from New York. Over at CBS News, they did that very thing by presenting footage from Italy and saying that it came from an overcrowded hospital in New York. Here's a Sky News picture on March 22nd from Italy.
New York's governor says FEMA gave the state 400 ventilators. To that, he said this.
What am I going to do with 400 ventilators when I need 30,000?
No doubt they're going to claim that this was an accident, but really, how could professionals make this sort of mistake? If you watch the entire piece, there's no other footage of an overcrowded hospital, which really makes me wonder, could they not get footage in a New York hospital? That's what makes me think it wasn't just an accident. It's also strange to me that as CBS News deceptively uses this footage from an Italian hospital, it's right next to footage of an interview with Andrew Cuomo, who was recently busted by President Trump for hiding away thousands of ventilators while claiming that New York was in a crisis and didn't have any.
Were there ventilators found in a storage facility or something that the president is claiming that there were ventilators found that they need to be distributed? Is there any truth to that?
That is incorrect and grossly uninformed. The point is, we have ventilators in a stockpile and we didn't send them to the hospitals yet. Of course we didn't. That's when we need the 30,000 ventilators, not today.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Wouldn't you want them in the hospitals ready to go? Not scrambling to get those to the hospitals after you're already overwhelmed? We'll get right back to exposing this latest media con job, but first I have an important message for all my viewers. The world we live in today is in flux, filled with a flood of information that's often as much gossip as fact, making it hard to know what the real situation is, making it easy for people to panic and make bad decisions. The only way not to get caught up in that chaos is to have a plan allowing you to avoid dealing with empty store shelves, long lines, and in the worst case, desperate people. Use today to prepare. A great place to start is storing food in your home. I'm prepared and I ordered even more recently. With this unprecedented emergency, orders are being delayed, sometimes 8 weeks or more. I urge you to add your order to mine today. Take action so you're ready for what's coming and save $70 on a 2-week emergency food kit when you go to my special website, preparewithdronetek.com. Those that know what's coming are preparing today. Go to preparewithdronetek.com. That's preparewithdronetek.com. Funny that the media isn't touting that footage, but that's because they're complicit in whatever this ruse is that they're trying to put on. Check out this footage from a New York City neighborhood where stations for testing are completely vacant.
They've been telling us on the news, and the Democrat leaders have been telling us that the hospitals here in New York City have been turned into war zones. And I thought it would be good to get out today and to show you what's happening, at least in my neighborhood. Look, this is outside of our hospital here in Brooklyn. This hospital serves thousands and thousands of people. Now, this is the line to get tested for the coronavirus right here. This is where the line starts. And folks, I'm here to tell you, at this very moment, not a single person is in line waiting to get tested.
You would think that a city that's being overrun with this virus to have huge lines for testing, but instead it's completely empty. Maybe their deceptions have something to do with this data from Dr. Ned Nikolov. This is an insightful comparison between cumulative hospitalizations during previous normal flu seasons and the current number of hospitalized COVID-19 patients. So basically, according to this data, the hospitals aren't being overwhelmed, at least not yet. And in fact, there have been much larger surges into hospitals that didn't overwhelm them during flu seasons. Dr. Nikolov goes on to say, note that while the current number of COVID-19 hospitalizations is still rising, the influenza has led to 12 times more people being hospitalized in recent years than COVID-19. Yet we didn't have a hospital crisis in the past worth shutting down the economy. Why? And how about this report from BuzzFeed News? Some nurse breaks into a refrigerated truck to take a picture of body bags which ends up as propaganda on BuzzFeed. Considering about 440 people die in New York every day, this just comes across to me as utterly dishonest. From the article, I took it to show to people, said the emergency room nurse. It is the ghastly reality of what we deal with and where some of us have ended up already. He asked that neither he nor his hospital be identified for fear of repercussions. That's because breaking into a refrigerated trailer and taking pictures of body bags is highly unethical. BuzzFeed News altered the image to blur the names of the deceased. Oh, you got that? BuzzFeed blurred the names, so that makes it okay. This ghastly reality that the nurse talks about is a reality with or without COVID-19. Maybe I'm crazy, but that doesn't look like a huge amount of body bags, especially not for the amount of people that are infected in that city. It's this kind of clearly deceitful reporting that makes me question what I can believe in all of this. Great job, Fourth Estate. Again, I want to stress that I'm not calling this virus outbreak a hoax or trying to downplay the severity. Like I said at the beginning, I'm taking it very seriously, and so should all of you. But there's definitely funny business going on here, and I can't help but notice the similarities to climate change alarmism and the extreme measures that movement has been pushing for. That's all for this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support this channel, you can do so on one of these platforms, and you can find all the links in the description and pinned comment. Thanks for watching. Keep coming back.